Biscuits and tea.
Let's just get this straight in here. 34.
34.
Period. 99.
99 is a terrific 99.
Ready to take off. We're taking off now. 3,
Seatbelts on.
1. Take off.
Oh my God.
Welcome in.
Yeah, we don't know what episode it is, and that doesn't matter.
16 or 17, one of those.
Yeah, it's one of those. I talked to somebody today they were asking about the podcast, and I was telling them it's Biscuits and Tea, and they went immediately to go find the link and find everything, and they came back and they said, yeah, there's a Tea and Biscuits podcast, and I'm like, no, it's Biscuits and Tea. What idiot would put tea? Sorry?
Is there actually Tea and Biscuits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently
Wait, this has actually been said to me too, because the English people at my work, they're saying like, we never say biscuits and tea. It's tea and biscuits. I was like, what? No, that's not what you guys say. That's not what you guys say. Liar.
Is it? I don't know. But yeah, what's this podcast about? What do you think? Should we invite them on? Should we just start shit with these people?
I heard it sucks. I heard the show sucks.
Oh, you just mean the other podcast?
Yeah, the other podcast. Yeah, I mean, like, should we just like, should we find out? Let's see what it is.
What is their podcast about?
Tea and Biscuits podcast. Let's go.
They might be a good link to a tea sponsor.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to throw this completely off, but do you guys realize we never found out about the Wikipedia store?
Oh yeah. We had like a phone number to call the guy who runs the thing, and we forgot to call.
The guy who runs the store. We could just find his house and everything online.
I still can't believe there's just YouTube channels with like 10,000 subscribers, and they all have their stores with all their merch and everything, and you have, I don't know, what do you think Wikipedia ranks? Like the 4th, 5th most popular website?
Oh my God.
I can't imagine. Owns everything. I think it's the Godfather. It's been around the longest.
Has it really?
Was it before Google?
That's a good question.
Hey,
I feel like it might. There's a good chance it was.
Biscuits podcast. What in the hell?
Oh my God. I just clicked on the newest episode. So we're on episode 16. They're on episode 116, and I click on it, and it's like this English. Right, Tyrone, Cheryl from blah blah. I swear to God, B. I swear to God. I don't know if you're looking at it. Let me just send you.
I think I'm looking at something different. Because I'm looking at tea in biscuits, just with the in.
Oh! I got tea and like that. Is that ampersand? Is that the I just sent it in the group.
Okay, let me.
Oh, so you got it on the YouTube. I've got
tea
it on
and
SoundCloud.
Biscuits. Okay. Yeah,
tea
so
Biscuits
we got Sam and Andrew tea in biscuits, and then we got tea and biscuits podcast. This is pissing me off.
Fuck all of you. Yeah. Tea and what'd you get, Tyler?
I got a rapper, Slow Tie, who I've seen some of his stuff, and it's T, letter N, biscuits.
Oh my
God! Biscuits.
Why are they putting the tea before the biscuits?
You gotta have your biscuit before you have your tea.
Yeah, you have a biscuit and then you wash it down with some tea.
Exactly.
Are you washing down your tea with some food? You do that? I'm gonna drink a water, wash it down with a chicken.
Oh my God!
Idiots!
That makes no sense. Change your names. That makes no sense. You can't freaking have. God dang it! You can't freaking have your tea and then you have this hard biscuit just going down your throat after you drink it. No, not how it works.
I guarantee we're going to lose every UK supporter
when they find out about
on this hill, because there are definitely some strong opinions over there about how to have your tea and biscuits.
Oh, they really do. And I had to, when I was over in where's that place again? Port Lafayette. What's that place I was at? Knox's place, speaking to his in England, and speaking to his extended family, and like they're British, and I'm like, what the fuck is a crumpet? and and they're like explaining all this. They explained it. They got out a bag and put all the thing, and I go, I still don't understand. I'm sorry. Like it's a mythical snack, you know. I don't know what it is.
Walking down the grocery store aisle yesterday, and I was like, I wonder if they sell like biscuits like that I could have for the show tomorrow. And I'm just walking around, they're all crackers. I'm like, are crackers biscuits? Or is it a cookie? Or is it like a hybrid? It sounds like these English biscuits are kind of like a hybrid between a cracker and a cookie. Tyler, do you have any intel on this?
I just know that products are far superior than any
he doesn't know what that
pastry
is.
that exists.
Yeah, give him a link.
That's my
Hook
thought.
him up with a Google. Hook him up with a Google, and send everything in the group.
Can we find? Can you find those? I would assume you have to be able to find them in the U.S. if you knew where to look.
There's a Croatian community in our city, in Kansas City, where they have Croatian pastries and all this stuff. I've never been to the place because we also have a Serbian community, which you could be able to find basically, very similar things.
Yeah, we celebrate we celebrate diversity here in Kansas, unlike DC.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Especially if you go to our capital. We're actually, as a matter of fact, Tyler, you'd see we're inviting people. We're actually paying people to move to Topeka. So if anybody out there right now is interested in moving to Topeka, they're going to pay for you. I think you live there for free for a year, something like this.
Yep. Topeka, the state capital, is offering potential new residents up to $15,000 to move there. A pilot program called Choose Topeka will match employer funds put up to people who move to Topeka and live and work there for a year. City and Shawnee County Economic Development Groups announced Thursday, December 13th, 2019. CNN with the news update.
Wow. Send me that link, please.
Oops. Whoops. I exit out of it. I'm going to get back to it.
All right. Tyler,
Skype's being weird, so I'm just going to send it here. Yeah, I'm getting an image. But these are that's actually what I had after our match.
Why don't you explain what burek is for the people here that are listening and not,
From my understanding, it's like this really, really lightly fried pastry. Why can I not send this? One sec.
Multitasking cannot do.
No, it's just like things not working. It's this really lightly fried pastry. And they put, I think it's feta cheese. What cheese do they put in it?
Oh, well, are you talking about, so there's
feta?
There's burek sasiram, there's burek with cheese, and there's a burek smesel, which would be burek with meat.
But the meat has cheese in it too.
So it's savory,
I would assume.
Yeah. Sorry?
So if they're putting feta cheese in it, it's definitely like a savory type pastry.
Get him a picture, Tyler. Get a picture. Get the people want to.
Yeah, Ben, matter.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Right. Yeah. No, So there's a thing that you're missing out on, and that America's missing out on, that Tyler is loving. When you go to the Balkan region, they have these bakeries, and Tyler, what are the prices of things that you can get there? What would it be equivalent to?
I got like one of the big bureks today. So that's literally all I've eaten today. And it was 10 kunas, so like less than $2.
Right.
Kunas
for a meal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's absolutely, it's out of control.
Interesting. It looks kind of like a pretzel.
It's not. They're not. I don't think they really put salt. The pastry's kind of sweet.
Oh, they
like
put
really
leeks in it? Oh, I hate leeks.
I've never seen one with leeks in it.
I've never seen that either. Yeah.
I will say I don't like the non-spiral ones. I don't like the like pie kind of style.
Yeah.
This kind of looks similar to baklava, kind of.
But have you tried so you don't like the pizza style ones? The ones that are like, I could crush them. I like them both. I like them all. It's fun to eat the spiral ones because it's like we were back when you were like a little kid. It's like a fruit roll up beat. It's like you get to play with it. Like you like pick off a little piece. Like this is good. I'm gonna try this part now. Yeah. Like the other ones are like huge. But here's the thing. Like you pay like 10 cents to, I don't know, $1 for this. It will you could eat this stuff every day if you wanted to. And I'm talking play a game, because I've done this too. Like, oh shit, I didn't have enough time to eat. What do? Boom, Burek, 3 goals. You can it's like 1 billion calories.
Guys, you just roll up to the locker room. I'll say every game, especially if it's a morning one or we're training in the morning, it's like 6-7 guys will roll up with just like a pastry, like just something from the bakeries just that they picked up on the way over.
Exactly.
How are they making any money? Like, I understand it's like pretty inexpensive to sell bakery items, stuff like that, but like, how many do they have to sell to actually be able to live?
They sell so much though.
They do, dude.
They sell
It's like boxes, and they probably sell them in grocery stores and stuff. That's probably what they do, right?
No. I think it's all. This is all like made in kitchen. I guess you call bakery a kitchen. It's all. Yeah. They definitely make everything just from scratch.
Well, I know, but like they really are just making all their money off foot traffic buys.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you got to understand the culture.
just foot traffic.
I swear to God. There's no, because here's how a normal Balkan. So Balkan, we're talking, even Slovenia definitely still has a little bit of this, even though they're more towards the west. Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia, Macedonia, Montenegro. It goes like this. But you walk down the street, it goes bakery, kladionica, which is your place to bet. Yeah. So you can bet on game stuff. And then it goes cafe. And then it goes bakery, cafe. What's that?
You have to throw a casino in by now.
Yeah, but you throw the casino with another gambling. Yeah, so instead of that next one, it'll be another casino, and then it'll be a cafe. Beat every single one. There's no marketing. They all have the same things. All the cafes have the same drinks from the same companies. Yamnica. They got all. They're all. Everything's the same. It has nothing to do. They're not interested. So like America's obsessed with choice, right? You go into a grocery store, you don't know what to buy. They're like, I'd like to have some cereal. And they take you to the cereal aisle, and you've got like more options. Yeah, it's impossible. You don't know what to choose. Like in Croatia, they have this too, and they have. By the way, Tyler, you know what Konzum is?
Yeah.
So that's the grocery store.
Yeah, like, I don't go to Konzum too much.
All right, well that's like the big grocery store. I don't know what that would be.
What do you have? Well, they have there's Konzum. You can split into 2 different things. There's the huge ones, which are awesome because everything's cheap, and there's the small ones that are just the most expensive places in Croatia.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like Whole Foods.
Yeah. It would kind of be like if you had Whole Foods, or say you had Safeway. So you have this company Safeway, and if it's a big Safeway, it's the price of Safeway. And if it's a smaller Safeway, it's the price of Whole Foods for the same thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the thing that I wanted to say about it is that they're, and I believe he's in trouble right now. I don't know, whatever. Let's just call him owner for sake of, he lives in a castle above the city. He's castle. Like a fucking super villain.
He just stands up there and looks over everybody.
Yes, dude. Yes. His name is Todoric. Like, it's one of the most fascinating. Like, I think he's in trouble now. Like, they cracked down. They finally got him. I don't know what he did, but like the dudes up there were living in the castles. Like, always did something.
It's not that castle that you go hiking by, is it?
No, I don't.
That weird fortress looking thing that you can see.
I don't know. We should Google this. Let's Google. I think his name is. See if I got it right. No. I know its name's. I have to type in Todoric or Konzum. Todoric. His name's Ivica. I don't know. B. Let me give you a picture of this dude. You tell me if you think he looks like a super villain. You know what his? Oh my Jesus Christ! His net worth is $430 million.
Oh my God!
That's probably bigger. $430 million in Croatia will take you.
It's just like, could you imagine walking around Croatia with $430 million?
What are you gonna do? How do I spend my money? Is the country for sale? Like, I don't know.
I'd buy a club and just pay off everybody and just.
Oh my God, what you could do? I wonder if he's involved in football. Croatian businessman.
With us.
You couldn't have that much money in Croatia and not be involved in sports in some way. Like, what else are you using your money for?
Probably in sports outside of Croatia where you can make
more. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe he just doesn't have any.
430 million.
Yeah, I just want a picture of his house. That's all.
He could probably buy a new bakery every day just with like interest that his money makes.
Oh my god. Oh, is this it? Is this it? No. Yeah, whatever. I can't find it. We'll find it later. But in other news, can I just throw this one out here real quick? Is it someone? Shout out to Saksham, who helps out with Gormi Golasso and Gormi Girls. TikTok in USA? Is this true? Just a few hours ago, Trump said he's going to ban it.
I think that's one of his famous distractions. There's been some crazy stuff coming out about Trump and I think it's Donald Trump Jr. with how they handled the coronavirus. Where I was just briefly glancing over this article, so I don't know how correct it was, but they pretty much disbanded a bunch of stuff that was going to be a response to the coronavirus because they thought that the Democratic states were going to be hit the hardest, and they'd be able to blame it on the mayors.
Oh, no.
So they actually tried to not do much about it.
Wow, because it would negatively, obviously.
Because then they could blame the Democratic mayors for it.
Oops. But he's going to ban it though. Like what? It's done. Just you like we'll be able to get on, but you won't.
I guess.
Is that really like going to happen?
Can you just block the IP address or whatever, or get one of those things, and I
can phones get VPNs?
I think so. I think like because
of course.
Cody Co advertises the VPN thing, so I think if you just do that, then I could get on anything I wanted. But technically, I mean, I think that's what his plan is. I haven't really looked too much into it because it just happened.
I just Googled it. All right, so it says President Donald Trump Friday night said that he will ban the popular short-form video app TikTok from operating in the United States, rejecting a potential deal for Microsoft to buy the app from its Chinese-owned parent. As far as TikTok is concerned, we're banning them from the United States.
Wow. So if we ban them,
I have that authority.
Everybody else ban them? Like
he has already banned them.
We talked about like how once one Western country does it, then everybody else is going to do it. So
I don't know how much we count as a Western country right now.
I know. That's exactly what I was getting at. Yeah.
Well, who else? There's still a lot of influence regardless. I mean, if the U.S. does it, who else would need to follow? Like a UK. If the UK did it, they don't seem to be as interested in it as the U.S. media is making it out. Like I don't hear things about the UK.
Oh, people are scared. Like, boomers are scared of it. They're literally terrified of it. Terrified.
Is that what's going on? I mean, no, it's not. There's clearly more than that, but like there's definitely a feeling of like, I don't understand this thing. Get it out of here.
My dad told me he was scared to do automatic payments on an app for his paying his house payment. So if he's scared of doing that, I can imagine how boomers feel about some of these social media apps.
What are we going to feel really weird about that? Yeah, because like it took my dad also like a long time to like embrace all of the technology things. Like, but imagine, like, think about how they were doing things and how they had to do it for a really long time.
Exactly.
You got to write this deposit slip. You got to do this thing, or you got to write a check, and like you give it there. And now you're telling me there's this thing that's just it's gonna take care of it. Yeah. Oh, is it? Or am I going to not have a house because you didn't pay for my shit?
He was like, I go get my checkbook out of the thing. I need you to fill it out and then bring it back to the hospital. I'll sign it. Then you take it, bring it back. I was like, no, just hook up your freaking card to the account. It's the same app that I use to pay off my, rent each month. Just use it. He's like, well, I just don't trust it. I was like, what do you mean, dude? It's the same checking account number, the same routing number that you use for a check. It's just you're doing it on your phone.
Does he pay for anything online?
He does, but I guess just this particular thing, he just he pays his phone bill, I think, online and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's a common thing across a lot of people, at least in Kansas, that I've seen.
What's that? To not want to
be very just uncomfortable. Like there is pushback, obviously, with the Kansas schools. Like they're trying to figure out what to do with online learning and things like that. And like there's half the people that are like ready to like help out and do it, and it's all younger people, and like all the teachers that have been there for 10 years or whatever that rule is, you can't get fired. Like they're all
tenure.
Just like
that's tenure, right? Yeah.
Yeah. They're just like, no, like I'm not doing that, not integrating it in my thing. Like people are freaking out, like you have to be in person to learn and gotta do it this way and that. I'm like, dude, I never work with people in person anymore. Like even in the non-pandemic state, like 90% of my job is online, if probably more, honestly.
Right.
I will.
Which is, go ahead.
Teaching kids online is an absolute nightmare, though. Trying to get their
definitely
attention.
not
Because I know a few teachers, and they're just it just doesn't work.
Well, stop lecturing on Zoom live. Stop trying to teach like this and getting on live. Like there's other ways of doing this. There are ways to learn things online, and we've taught ourselves as younger people all different kinds of crazy stuff by using computers on our own. It's not the kids that are the issue. It's the way that people are going about it, you know.
I think you're right, because I think, if you think about it, like when so there's this thing that goes around, there are memes that go around the internet about how if you played FIFA as a kid, you know the flags. Like you learned the flags. More or less, you learned really weird flags because you play against this team, you play the tournament mode, and you'll play against some random team, and you keep doing it over and over again. It just goes into your memory. So yeah, like you're saying, like, okay, it is a nightmare teaching kids, and it's definitely a nightmare if you go, all right, Johnny, we're gonna do the capitals, and like you're like, like trying to hold their attention. But if you have some sort of interactive thing that is already going to do it, I think people aren't willing to take that extra step and to really understand that you got to be
different.
Yeah.
Weird.
Also, I don't think teachers are being paid enough to
care
to take time that it's going to take to figure that out.
But that's the difficult thing, because there's a lot of teachers, obviously they get into it because they like it. It makes them feel good. They love the relationships they build, and it's not about going and getting money. So they really are trying to figure out the best way to teach kids. And those are the ones that are having the most success, obviously, with trying to transfer and all of what they do online. But the people that are there and they're upset about not getting paid enough money, and when they knew what teachers get paid, like they're the ones that are having the biggest trouble right now. And I'm just like, find a new job. Like this is going to be a nightmare for you. I've never understood the teacher that stays in teaching and complains about not getting paid enough.
Right. That is a little weird. Nothing changed.
Everyone knows that it's not right. I'm not saying I would advocate for people to get paid more money, because if they get paid more money, we have better teachers for our kids.
Right.
But it's just.
But when does that stop, though? Right? We had a conversation last time about professors.
They're just
call them the laziest thing. They get paid. They get paid. Bank, right? Stacks. Don't they get money?
I think the Baker University professors at the business school, they have to get paid good money, because they are like PhDs from some of the top schools, and like that's what they do. They pay really influential people to come and teach there, to recruit people to come from KU.
God.
Yeah.
I just Googled it. That's why.
I'd
gotta be kidding me.
At least $80,000 bare minimum, I would think, for professors sometimes.
You just about nailed it. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that the average salary of a university professor was $75,430 annually.
That's what I'm going to do.
2016.
I'm going to become
Does it say how many hours they work a week? Because I would have to guess it's like 25.
Fucking 5.
So they don't work a lot.
No, dude, you don't have to do anything. I told you, they're laziest people ever.
Well, listen to this. Okay, so the lowest 10% of all university professors earn less than $38,000. That's the lowest, and the highest paid 10% are paid more than $168,000.
What? For the lowest, does it say? Because I would assume like you still count as a professor if you just teach one class and you just have 2 lectures a week.
Wow.
Does
Yeah,
that
maybe.
count as a
Yeah.
professor? So
wow.
Well, I mean, it just depends, because you have lots of different classes you do. Obviously, there's some teachers, because what do they call it? Associate professor? No, it's something else.
Teacher assistants.
Adjunct professor. It's like you come in and you only do a certain amount of classes, and it's not a full-time role, I think.
Okay.
But like full-time teachers only do like 7 or 8 different courses, I'm guessing, in a semester. So like you're there every day of the week, and you have office hours. They're there. They work. They have to work hard. I'm being sarcastic, obviously, but there are professors that get paid that amount of money, like $80,000 a year, and they do nothing. Like they're so lazy, and they work in the private sector as well. They'll just cancel classes. show up whenever they want, and just cash in.
They give a midterm and they give a final, and they're both Scantrons.
Open book,
that's
open
your
computer.
grades.
Don't give a shit, dude. I swear to God, my business law class was ran by a judge, and he was a part-time professor, whatever. I'm guessing he was getting paid some pretty decent money to drive over to Baldwin City to fill in this class they needed. And I shit you not, dude. Every single course was just a lecture and talk, and then you'd show up like every 4 weeks, and you'd take an open book quiz. And then at the end, you took an open book, open computer final, and it was a combination of all the quizzes he handed out that you took open book and open computer.
And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, dude. What a gig. So yeah, but I mean, you have to supposedly, right, quote unquote, work really hard to then land this, and then they're coasting. Yeah.
Oh God, coasting.
Wow. Well, okay. Good for you guys, professors. Congrats on that.
No, we literally, all three of us should be teaching social media courses at universities and just getting paid like $50,000 to show up and talk for 3 hours a week.
But you need a master's for that, definitely.
What's that? To speak about or to do something at a university?
Yeah. Well, you need a master's to coach.
You need a master's to coach at
for
college?
Head coach, they will, if you went and played professionally in Europe for 10 years, and they have one guy who played in college and has a master, they're going to take the guy with the master.
That's
that's one
of the dumbest things ever, which is also hilarious. And that's an issue in U.S. soccer we have in general, where you have coaches that will go have great careers, national team players, and then we go, hey, so we're going to need to teach you about the game. We're going to need you to take our courses. We're gonna need to teach you something about this real quick so you can coach the youth.
That's what Jolitz. So a guy who Will used to play with, and then he's my goalkeeper coach here. He's doing a bunch of those courses just so he can eventually get out of Croatia and earn some actual money somewhere else. And he was taking one of those courses, and they were just bringing up the concept of checkpoints, which is essentially in a drill, you want to have different checkpoints where you like do an action, and then you immediately have to switch your mindset to the next action that you have to do, and you want to like limit it to a certain amount between each drill. And he said that they were just introducing this idea of checkpoints like last year, and he was just looking around like, I've been doing this for like 10 years. Like, what do you mean you guys are just talking about checkpoints?
I know. That's the biggest issue. All of that. It's like they treat people like they've never done anything, and so they have to start back from square, one. And all right, so after you've played against Messi, all right, you've got to go back and teach you.
I mean, that's you see that on a lot of the comments on Mike's video for Modern Goalkeeping, where people are talking like, "Oh, he's not even a registered coach. He doesn't have any badges. Like, you can sue for being trained for this." And I'm just sitting here like, that's not really the problem that he doesn't have badges. It's the fact that he doesn't have like experience.
Oh wait, you didn't pay $300 to someone to get a piece of paper?
No, like that's what. It's like when I was coaching with DC United, they didn't even ask me for badges. They're just like, "Oh, you can play. We see that you can play. You obviously know what you're doing. So yeah, come coach our kids."
Exactly.
What other country uses that kind of system outside of the UK? Because the UK started all that shit.
I bet Germany's pretty strong on it.
Germany is, but that's another. That's
it's
another
not good.
thing.
Yeah, I know it's not. I'm just saying.
So they're so organized with their shit in football. It's absolutely. We take, the U.S. soccer takes a lot of their. Like we look at how they run their federation, how they run the national team, and how they do all their stuff, and then we're like, okay, so we got to do it like that.
We have Klinsmann.
Take a lot of their stuff.
we thought we could just bring over.
Well, that's also another thing too. That whole Klinsmann thing. God, I was rooting for him. He fucked it up. Sorry, bro. He fucked that shit up, man. I really wanted that to work out. And
which World Cup was that?
Yeah, it's rough.
2010. No, it's 2006.
14. Was he in
14? Was it 14?
Brazil?
It had to be 14.
That was when things started going downhill, honestly. And I didn't expect
2010, we actually had a pretty good.
Yeah, 2010 was good for us, right?
Yeah, we should have gone through like really early. We got robbed against, I think, Slovenia.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that? We had the 3
Yeah, that
goal
was weird.
comeback and that weird
Yeah, that was
penalty.
really weird. He just
Weird.
foul.
He's like, no.
What? No goal. Okay. All right then.
That was the one where I was saying we could have made it to the semis. We easily could have made it to. We had to go through Ghana, and then we would have had to beat Uruguay, which are like
Okay.
it's a very possible.
Yeah.
Uruguay got bailed out against Ghana from Suarez.
When you have Michael Bradley holding down the middle of the field, really anything is possible.
B's favorite player of all time.
No, but we had Donovan. He would have clutched it.
Yeah.
Landon
Well,
Donovan should have played in the last World Cup.
That's
Absolutely.
How do you not just at least have him to come on for the last 20, 30 minutes just to...
No, there's no excuse. There's none. There's none.
If he came on against Belgium instead of Wondolowski, he would have slotted that. He would have slotted something. I mean...
None. It probably, I mean, who knows? We can only speculate. But, I mean, maybe it got to a personal level. Maybe they clashed. I mean, Donovan had been there so long that it's one of those things where, you know, I mean, you guys probably both don't know how the rumors are about how Argentina runs their national team. It's basically like, does Messi like him? Is Messi okay? Are you okay if he comes on? I swear to God, no. Like there are players that don't come on. He doesn't like them. He doesn't want them to be there.
That's awesome.
Does LeBron do that too?
Yeah, LeBron definitely picks his team. LeBron is the coach.
Okay. Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes runs the show here as well. Like that's what.
Does he really?
That's what happens when you're the best player. Like that's just what happens.
I mean, but it is and it isn't. I mean, Phil Jackson had his back and forth with Michael Jordan. Like, Jordan did his own shit, but like Phil was understanding enough to know this guy's a god. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to treat you like a god, but I'm going to get you. We gotta. All right, dude. You're going to have to. Yeah. You gotta work with the crazy dude with the hair. Like, yeah. you gotta work with him. You gotta sort this out.
But I think now Michael Jordan, because I think players didn't hop around as much as they did back then. So now LeBron's never going to go to like Greg Popovich. He's never going to go play for the Spurs because he can't. Yeah. He's not going to override him.
Yeah, no,
just the same way Brady, like he didn't care that Belichick. Like I'm sure in the Bucks, I don't even know who the Bucks coach is right now, but I'm sure Brady can be like, no, we're doing this.
I wonder though, because Brady's not going to be around long enough for that coach. Could be. It's one of those things where like, great, we can work together, but
I don't know if
how long's the Bucks coach been there?
Not long. I mean, they've been struggling.
Is it Arians? Is it Bruce Arians?
If I was not one of the top tier coaches and Brady came to my team after living under Bill Belichick, I would you just do like whatever you think we should do. I think that's what we should do too.
I mean, yeah, I definitely know he has to be consulted. Like his say, you got to give that guy some leeway on some. If he has like a crazy pick, he's like, nah, I want to work with this, and you have to give him some leeway. But then if he gets crazy, then because they got to build something, dude. Brady's not going to be around for 10 years.
No, that's why they should just listen to him, though. That's why you just need to. I think you just need to go. If you're bringing Brady in for 3 years and you're trying to pull a Super Bowl out, you just gotta.
Is he coming for 3 years? Did he sign?
I'm just. That's what I would. I would guess. Like realistically, they need to win something in 3 years with Brady. If he's there to win a Super Bowl. He's not there to build.
2 years, $50 million, fully guaranteed.
Sorry, say that again, B. Say that again.
He was here for he's signed a 2-year deal for $50 million, fully guaranteed.
50?
$50 million, fully guaranteed.
Jesus, $25 million a year.
They're winning a Super Bowl. Like that's why he's there. He's there to try to push him to win a Super Bowl.
They're not going to make the playoffs. Let me just put that on. Let me just put that out there. If they do make the playoffs, it'll be a wild card spot.
I don't.
Tom Brady is not good anymore. I'm sorry. Patrick Mahomes one day will probably not be good anymore, and that's what happens. Yeah, you're not.
Is Brady not good though? Is he not good? I don't know.
That's a bad take. The Patriots in general.
What are you talking about, dude? You think he's Brady is good?
Yeah.
Is he not?
Good?
Does he? Do not produce? Because I feel like they made. Well, how did they do? I don't know.
They have the best defense. The Patriots had the best defense in the league last year. He was the absolute crutch the entire season. Why would they just get rid of him, Tyler? Like if he was actually still good, why is Bill Belichick going to get rid of? Just let him go. Why?
I don't know why Belichick does anything he does, and no one really does. So
I like him. He seems crazy,
he's kind of like Popovich. I think that those guys. I think there's something to say that those guys who run an organization, a tight ship like that, and it's about the whole team and not just a single player. Like Popovich was winning championships during LeBron's prime. Like, there's something to that, you know?
No, Popovich is a fucking badass, though. That dude, I like him. I like his interviews too. I like the way he deals with reporters when they say stupid shit. He just kind of looks at them like,
Yeah.
Why are you wasting my time? Don't do that. That's stupid. Like, you're a journalist. You should, I like that approach. He's cool. But I don't know. I would love to know. I'm rooting for Brady to a certain degree. I mean, nobody stands a chance now that the Chiefs are the greatest footballing nation. Like, we're the greatest footballing team in the world, because in America, the way it works is no matter who wins our professional leagues, you're world champion. NBA, world champion. Football, nobody plays it but us, world champion.
I'd love to see any team from any other country come and play Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, we'll just leave him. We'll leave him out there.
Yeah,
just Mahomes.
Brady threw for 24 touchdowns and 8 picks.
He sucks.
4,000 yards.
They're gonna go.
What does that mean?
They're gonna go 9-7. 9-7 this year, Tyler. What do you want to? What's the record gonna be?
The Patriots or the Bucks?
The Bucks.
The Bucks. I'd have to look at their schedule.
Yeah, look at the schedule.
I don't know.
Do whatever you need to do.
Schedule.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think we're getting 16 games in, so it's kind of a moot point. But
really? And they're gonna wear face masks? Didn't I see a picture of a guy? I swear to God, though, didn't I see a picture of them like with face masks on or something? Some weird Corona times.
Yeah, I don't know. They're kind of flirting with the idea of having masks like shields on their, but I don't think the players want that.
Well, don't they? Why couldn't they get the visor? I guess not all of them would want the visors.
Who wants? Yeah, why? Give me something.
They like see. some like the dark visors, like LT. I know some of the running backs because you can't see where their eyes are, so they can shit. Yeah, it's a little. I mean, they just look badass.
Yeah, they can already. You're already gotta. You can't see very well anyway. Wearing this helmet, that's cutting off your, peripheral vision.
Yeah,
just.
The Bucks are winning at least 10 games.
Okay, let's go through it real quick. It'll take 2 minutes. Buccaneers and Saints. That? The Saints beat the Buccaneers there, so that's one loss.
I'm going to say they're going to. Well, that's division. I'm going to say they're going to split against the Saints.
No, they're not. They're going to lose both games. Okay, so Buccaneers, Broncos. They can beat the Broncos. They can beat them. More than happy to see them beat them.
You skip the Panthers.
Oh, it's okay. It's kind of set up weird. They'll beat
that's a
Panthers.
win, right?
Panthers are going to beat them. Christian McCaffrey can't stop him. Buccaneers cannot stop him.
So you've got them going 0-2.
0-2. Right. They'll be 1-2 week 3. They'll beat the Broncos. They will beat the Chargers. So they'll be 2-2.
I think they'll beat the Bears.
No, they won't. Bears will beat them.
So what does that put us at? 1-4?
Or no, they're 2-3 right now.
2-3.
All right. They will lose to the Packers. 2-4. They will lose to the Raiders. They will lose to the Raiders. They will beat the Giants. They will lose to the Saints. Okay. They will win versus the Panthers there. They will lose versus the Rams. They will lose by 3 touchdowns to the Chiefs.
I don't lose to the Chiefs. I'm not arguing that one.
3 touchdowns.
No, there's no chance there.
Vikings beat them. Falcons, Buccaneers win. They will lose to the Lions, and they'll beat the Falcons.
You just gave them like 6 games, so they're 6-10.
Yeah, that's what I think they are.
6-10.
I think they're 6-10. And there's 2 games.
So much.
There's 3 games that they could possibly win. So 6-10 is the worst. 9-7.
What do you want to put? What do you want the over under at? Where do you want to set the over under?
Can you explain over under in this circumstance to me so I can answer that appropriately?
So if we put a $20 bet on, you have to pick your over under. So if you said it was going to be 6 games, if they win 6 games, it's a push, so no one gets anything. If they win under 6 games, then
he loses.
You lose, and if they win more,
I put it at 8 games. I said they're worse.
8 games. You said 8 games. They will win. I would put a lot of money on that bet that they win at least 9.
That's a pretty good bet.
I mean,
it's a pretty good bet.
That's a fair bet, actually, too. That's right in that middle range.
You're talking about the team being below average or just above average? Because 10-6
it's right there.
Just like they're going to win the division No, they're
You
not.
had them losing to every team in their division.
No. I said the Saints are going to beat them twice. Saints are going to win the division. They'll get second place in the division. They might make the playoffs. I said they might make the wild card spot.
They won't make the playoffs with 8 wins.
They could. Teams have done it.
I want to see. I don't know how the rest of the Buccaneers. I haven't heard anything about the Bucs though, dude.
Teams have not made the playoffs with 8 wins and not winning their division.
Yeah, they have.
That has never happened in the NFL.
At what record?
8-8.
8 wins.
8-8.
I feel like that's happened.
No, because they win their division. That's how they go through. You win your division at 8-8.
What?
Oh, without winning the division, you're saying?
Yeah, without winning the division.
I said teams. Okay, we're on the same page now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, if you said that they're not going to win the division and they're going to finish 8-8, they're not making they won't make the playoffs then.
Whatever. I think I'm pushing for Brady. I like the guy. I like how he tried to be a class act with the. Was there an issue with the league? One of the Super Bowls he won just a few years ago, and like they got him up.
No, it was the AFC Championship, I think, or it was before. It was against the Colts where they won like 47-6, and there was an issue with the balls that.
Okay, but I just carried that out forever.
They smoked. They won by like 38 points or something.
I see, and they were deflated. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't care.
They've been cheating. Patriots have been cheating for so long, dude.
Yeah, I'm just happy they're off of the He's off of the Patriots, and the Patriots dynasty is.
Oh, I love how the people think Cam Newton is going to go into the Patriots and just be a stud too. It's like,
is he there now?
Is he
there? Yeah, he got signed.
Wow.
But I want Cam Newton to do well. I like Cam Newton.
I like Cam Newton as well, but I just don't. He's getting older and he plays super physical football, and I just don't think he's gonna be able to stay healthy. Like, he can't ever stay healthy. It's not gonna work out.
This is a hard turn.
Yeah.
Somebody commented on. I don't mean to necessarily, but it was underneath the Trump TikTok thing. Indian serial killer confesses. Just wait. It's underneath the thing. This is how, I don't look at the news, but this is how the news works. They give you like TikTok and they're like Kim Kardashian, and they're like Indian serial killer confesses involvement in more than 50 murders. His gang allegedly dumped the bodies in crocodile infested waters. Can you explain to me how that's how it works? So instead of just burying the bodies, they would kill people and then just throw them in a lake.
Why would you not just get your own crocodiles?
Maybe they don't have a lot of money. I don't know what kind of gang this is.
And
if you're killing 50 people, I assume you can have some funds to get some crocodiles.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works.
In Kansas,
it'd be like in Snatch. You could just switch out the pigs with crocodiles.
Right.
I can't remember who that is. Someone got in like life in prison or something here recently because they killed someone and threw him to the pig.
And then you could even kind of do like the James Bond villain approach of interrogating people by slowly lowering them into your pool of crocodiles. They're more versatile than pigs, I think.
Who?
For
crocodiles.
Yeah.
Do crocodiles eat the whole bodies and stuff like that? Is that? I mean,
I assume if you starve them, they would.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, if you starve almost anything, they'll eat anything. We got to get your cannibal on here, Tyler, talking about how he.
He just can't be. He can't be starved.
Why are you assuming it's a man?
You're right. Equal opportunity to all cannibal women, cannibal females. if you're into that, but what's funny? Like one of those stats, like the most violent crimes, men commit all the violent crimes. Men commit. Most men are in prison. There's more men, there's like all these ridiculous amount of things. So I just grouped cannibalism into, if we found the stats, how many female cannibals are we going to find on that?
Well, you're about to get canceled because you're sexist.
Yeah, that's not equal, sir. And if I want to eat a human, I'll fucking eat a human. Yeah. So, I'll cook them. And all the female cannibalists out there just talking about how nice they're,
Let's take another hard turn right here. Let's just take another hard turn. Today,
you got something else?
Hard turn. Back to the cereal talk. And we're in the aisle and we're talking about, in America, we have all these different options of cereal. go ahead and check this out. It is called Sour
Send it in.
Patch Kids cereal.
No.
And
What is this?
it's the
What is
newest
this?
craze, baby.
This is some like
No,
crack
it's not
version of Crunch Berries.
Sour Patch Kids. Aren't Sour Patch
Yeah.
Kids a candy?
Yeah.
They're amazing candy.
Did they just put candy in a box and tell you to put it in a bowl and add milk? Or
I bet I'm assuming they look like they'd be like Crunch Berries, but you add sourness to them.
yeah, right.
I haven't tasted them yet.
Give
but
me hook this up.
they're all
Oh,
over.
my
send
Skype's
it.
working. This is
Sorry,
awesome.
I couldn't send it in the Google thing. It wouldn't attach.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, it's an image. That's fine. Sour Patch Kids.
CNN. Oh, God, what?
What is this though? Sour then sweet. Yeah, nah. Can I get some dietary information, B?
Yeah, let me go ahead.
Pull up what were you gonna say, Tyler?
I pray that no one's parents is buying this, and there's just a bunch of stoners just going out and getting it for themselves for like midnight. Because could you imagine giving your kid this?
Oh my god.
There's
I
no
mean,
way.
but
That's disgusting.
But some of the problem is that, dude,
it's
I bet
probably
all the
not
other
that-
ones are like that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's not that much different.
Yeah, it's probably like one more, gram of sugar. Wow. Okay. So, but
Let's see. Dietary information. $3 a box. All right, so we got 140 calories for 1 cup of these cereal bites. 3 grams of fat, 2.5 grams of saturated fat, 0 milligrams of cholesterol. Why would you include that? You just don't.
oh, because that you
They're
know
healthy.
exactly why they include it.
They're healthier.
It's healthy, B. There's no cholesterol. I'm not hurting you at all. It's good. It's good for you.
210 milligrams of sodium, 25 grams of carbohydrates, less than 1 gram of fiber, 13 grams of sugar, and 1 gram of protein.
I don't think that's much off of what.
I know.
Everything
it doesn't
else.
sound like that's much.
Look up.
That's,
Can you look up what's Lucky Charms? What do you think's what's a good one to use as a base?
Yeah,
I
that's
did
a
love
good one.
Lucky Charms.
Charms.
Look up some Lucky Charms, B.
Lucky Charms.
Look up
I
some-
bet you. No, that might not be it. I don't-
13?
What about Honey Nut Cheerios? So something
I
like that.
love Honey Nut Cheerios. Oh my
But
god!
you know how much extra they're putting
I-
sugar on top of top of honey.
I don't
Like, it's
care.
just
No,
it's-
the honey is the sugar.
honey is the sugar, but they're putting more. They add sugar also. They also add sugar to that. So
Don't
like
ruin Honey Nut Cheerios for me.
I'm telling you, like it's
That,
not.
That for me is
Alright.
more of a
No, I'm not going to sign up for your General Mills newsletter. Jesus.
more of a dessert, but
Who's trying to get freaking newsletters from General Mills?
Gotta be up to date.
12 grams of sugar. Oh my
it's gonna say-
Keep up to date with our fucking cereal. Like, what?
What's coming out next week?
Epic nutrition bars. Good.
Even- Ooh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's another classic.
Ooh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
What's that? Which cinnamon toast? That's got to be the
Those-
most.
So good.
These
There's
things
a-
Gotta
have-
be the most.
There's a
These are like
coffee
half
creamer,
sugar.
12 grams, dude. All of them are 12 grams.
There's some conspiracy going on here.
Nah, there's something going on. Yeah.
Look
What-
up. Should we go to Honey Nut? Try Honey Nut.
Honey Nut Cheerios
If this is 12 grams, it's gonna be pretty nuts.
nutrition label.
Oh my God! I don't look it up, but I think I figured out the one that has the most, and you guys know it.
Let me guess.
Oh my God! How could we forget?
I'll,
B. Make a guess. Which one has the most? I googled which cereal has the most sugar.
12 grams.
let me
Wow.
think for
Can I just?
know it.
I feel like
Cookie
you can
Crisp.
count.
Crisp.
I was gonna say Cookie Crisp too, but I don't think if it's not Cookie Crisp, don't say
It's
what
not
it
on-
is yet.
Cookie
It's okay.
Crisp is on the. Let me say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like Cookie Crisp is number 8.
What's
Wow.
the most?
Okay, so yeah, Honey Nut Cheerios have 12 grams of sugar too. They all have 12 grams. General Mills puts 12 grams of sugar in every one of their fucking cereals, dude.
What's
Just one
the-
cup. Everyone's taking
Trix?
like
Not a-
3 cups, right? Like everyone's eating 3 cups of this stuff at one time.
Oh,
Oh,
you
no,
can. I
yeah,
can eat
obviously.
a box of any of these in a sitting with no effort.
So
All
this
right.
is what I don't understand.
Tricks?
No,
Captain Crunch.
that's on there, but it's not it. This is what they're claiming. You guys are on the right track. And I need to click on this because I already don't understand.
I wonder what is
Cocoa Puffs?
Cocoa Puffs are on the list.
All right, can you name number 3 and number 2?
Number 3 is Kellogg's Fruit Loops marshmallow.
What is that?
Fruit Loops. You don't know Fruit Loops?
I know Fruit Loops. I have not seen. What is number 1 going to be? Some Gushers version of
So this is coming. And by the way, this is the it's coming from metroparent.com. So it's like some parent like us got like interested and was like, what's going on with these cereals that I'm giving my kid? Like he's running around like a little, crazy person.
Tasmanian devil.
Yeah. Number 2, I don't know this one. Post Golden Crisp.
What?
Never heard of them. What about?
It's not even that.
Frosted
Go
Mini
ahead.
Wheats?
No.
I figured maybe
let me just run.
those.
I'll save you guys. I'll save you guys the time, and I'll just run you through the top 10. Number 10, Cocoa Krispies. Number 9, Apple Cinnamon Cheerios Waffle Crisp. Listen to the names that they. So yeah, it's only 12 grams though. Like they're all just barely off. Number 8, Corn Pops. Wow.
Wow.
That's 12 grams?
Pops. No, I think it's got a little bit more, but barely. Number 7, Captain Crunch Berries.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, just the berries.
Yeah, probably.
Peanut butter cups, like the Reese's stuff. Is that number 1?
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
No. That's a good guess though. Number 6, Apple Jacks.
Yep.
S'mores though, the s'mores version.
Who's doing this? Who is like back there in the lab going, okay, guys, what do we need for Q2? Okay, Q2, we're gonna throw some fucking waffles
100%.
and some Sour Patch, put it together. But
I think that's literally what they do. I'm not joking. Like, isn't there a new pizza coming out that's like it's like candy
so annoying. Like, I understand like that's how our country is, and it keeps going back to this like everyone has a choice thing. But it's like we don't need to make bad choices just to have new choices.
Right.
Like Sour Patch Kid cereal. Come on. Is that where we're at in 2020? Is that really the best we can do?
I think that actually is one of the better things that probably came out of 2020 so far.
Sour Patch. It gave somebody a chance to. All right. Well, here, let me finish the list for you because Tyler, you were right about the berries. Number 5 is Captain Crunch, Cocoa Puffs, Count Chocula, and Quaker Oats. They're all tied for number 5.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
You know what it is?
Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, that's a great guess. It's not on.
Oh, damn. I thought I had
That's
it.
a great guess. That's a great guess.
Oh wait, I want one more. I don't even.
Number 4 is basically Fruity Pebbles because it's the Captain Crunch. But Tyler, you said it earlier. You said it's Captain Crunch, but it says Quaker Oats, Captain Crunch. Oops, all berries.
Yeah, they were like berries. They did it for the kids that like always pick around that stuff.
Is number 1 Lucky Charms, but just marshmallows?
No,
that exists.
No. I bet it does. It does. It's not cereal anymore. It's just candy. Number 1, Honey Smacks. Kellogg's Honey Smacks.
What are Honey Smacks?
15 grams. 15 grams of sugar per serving.
What are Rice Krispies? Rice Krispies has to be under 2 grams. I mean, 12.
The Rice Krispies.
It has to be under 12.
Under 12?
It has to be. There's no way those are.
You're not talking about those Rice Krispie treats. You're talking about like Rice Krispies.
Snap, Crackle, Pop. Yeah.
Oh, those.
It's what you make the treats with. You have to add a bunch of marshmallows to them, though.
Yeah, Rice Krispies. But it's a cereal, though.
It's a cereal. That's what. But it has to be under 12 grams.
I see it. Yeah, I see it here.
I would guess 8.
What's the point of cereal? Like, honestly, what
none
started this? And
none. What do you mean none?
What's the point of cereal, dude? Have you not seen one of those documentaries on how they started?
1 grams of sugar.
No. No, it doesn't look like it's very high, Tyler. You're right, but I don't see.
So you just eat it. Yeah, some carbs. That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah. Have you not seen that documentary about the how the American breakfast got started? How they were how the sugar, like you got to watch some of these documentaries on. It's just fascinating. The sugar companies trying to get us to have a good breakfast.
The most important meal of the day, right? Is that actually a thing? Is that like I've heard it back and forth? Obviously, what is your opinion on it?
I think people should listen to their bodies.
Yeah.
And I don't think people do. I think breakfast is going to be right depending on your lifestyle, depending on this. I don't think, like I've said, food can heal you or it can destroy you.
Yeah.
And I also think that certain foods, I don't think everybody should have some kale. Everybody. I don't think that at all. I think that kale is going to be good for, and maybe it's good for the majority, water. But I don't think every single person needs to eat kale. Like there's just a new craze every week. Eat kale, eat blueberries, eat goji berries.
Okay, guys. Well, for the first time, I didn't double check. Apparently, I just took a picture. Somehow, like I checked to see. Somehow, I checked to see if I was framed right, and I was. And then when I went back, somehow it changed to photo. So when I pressed record, I guess it just took a picture.
Well, so that's fun.
Looks like
fun.
So I will be absent this.
Yeah,
this
he will. He'll. Did you just press record or no? Because you can.
Like, is there even, should I?
Yeah.
I mean,
all right. Well,
let it ride.
Yeah, that's true. It's late. Let it ride. Yes, let it ride. Yeah, it is late in there. Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't know. What are you eating breakfast now?
Oh, I've never liked eating breakfast, and like there was a long time where I would like force myself because I thought I was hurting myself by not eating it. I just it doesn't benefit me in the morning. Like I feel more tired. I feel more groggy. I feel like I just want to go back to bed after I eat breakfast. So like I literally.
What is it that you're eating though too? That's also probably a factor, right?
Yeah. I mean, if I go eat like a egg and potatoes and all that kind of stuff, obviously I'm going to be dead tired. That's normally what I eat on weekends and then hang out, do the podcast, hang out, whatever. But if I'm doing like my regular Monday to Friday, like the most I'll do is like have you guys heard of Belvitas? I would imagine that's what a biscuit is.
The cheese?
No, Belvitas are Belvitas cheese. Belvitas, I hate the name of them, but they're good. They're good for the morning. Like they have actual nutritional value. They're like 4 hours of power is what they market basically, and it's just like crackers you eat, kind of like graham crackers.
I see. No, I don't know it. There's a. This is kind of on the same thing. I was going to ask about breakfast food, like what we should actually be doing, but for some reason my brain is going to this. All the energy drink companies that are coming out now. Like, you guys know how like there's
a surge.
There's like
it's.
Did you say surge?
There's a surge.
No, there's not. Tell me there's not. Did I say surge? Because I didn't.
A surge in energy drinks. That was the question.
Do you know what? Are you guys? Are you guys old enough to know what surge is?
Yeah, I know what surge is. Like a lemonade.
Okay, so you guys remember it. You guys were alive for surge?
Yeah.
I was never into energy drinks. I never.
No, surge is not an energy drink. Did you guys? Are you sure?
I don't know.
I'm thinking
you guys were alive.
Oh yeah, it came out.
I don't think you guys. When? 99?
1990s. So I mean, it was around. I definitely have drank one.
You drank a surge?
I'm pretty sure.
And then you have cancer, anthrax poisoning, and everything. like this surge, dude. Holy shit! I can't believe surge. Tyler was like this drink. I think Coke was the one that produced it, and it was this drink. I don't even want to know tell me the ingredients on this surge, B, if you got it up there.
Yeah, let me.
I get or Tyler.
They had it in 1997.
You want to know what will blow it away? I know a drink that would smoke.
Are you sure, dude? 100%. Like we were doing crazy shit back in the day.
100%.
Right now, it's out now.
No.
Okay.
It got banned probably.
Yeah. You can buy it on right now.
But
no way.
Remy, you must have seen this at St. Louis. They must have been floating around. The original Four Locos.
Oh, Four Locos, yeah.
Do you remember when?
I don't think I have. I can definitely kind of remember maybe seeing that stuff at parties or something like that. Maybe I don't know.
They were when they first put them out. They were putting in like just as much caffeine as like 5 cups of coffee.
Oh
like,
my god!
Gritted, like just the most crazy. The original.
Dude.
Go ahead.
The original Four Locos were probably like one of the most dangerous drinks you could try to find. I remember when they put out the news that they were banning them. I wasn't drinking at that point, but I remember like some of the guys on the soccer team in high school, they would go just buy cases of these things from stores and they would buy them all out and then they would sell them like 500% more later on. They just held on to them and then they would just sell them for like $10 for a can when they cost $2.
Yeah. Wow. I'm looking at it.
Surge, yeah. So you can get 12 cans on Amazon for $30.
Wow. 12 cans for $30. What about the ingredients, though? That was my question.
Yeah,
like how much sugar?
I was just so curious I could actually buy it. So you got carbonated water, you got high fructose corn syrup, maltodextrin, citric acid, natural flavors, orange juice concentrate, potassium benzoate to protect taste. I don't know. Potassium citrate, caffeine, calcium disodium EDTA to protect taste. It keeps saying that. And then yellow 5, yellow 6.
Yeah, what is yellow 5? Stop it. What is that?
Carab bean gum and blue 1.
I'm a big blue 1 fan.
I usually like to have a little bit of blue 1 before I go to bed.
Is blue 1? What do you guys think it is? Make your best guess.
I bet it's some sort of preservative.
I think it's whatever makes cool blue Gatorade that color. It's that exact color.
Surge wasn't blue. Surge was not blue. So
yeah, but you got to mix it with the yellow.
God! Yeah, it might be a color. It might be a color preservative thing.
The chemical compound is Brilliant Blue FCF, and it is a synthetic organic compound used primarily as a blue colorant for processed food, medications, dietary supplements, and cosmetics. It is classified as the trilamethane dye and is known under various names such as FD and C blue, number 1 blue, or acid blue 9. Formula C37H34N2Na209S3. Just so you guys are aware.
So it's not food. It's not food at all. It's not something that's supposed to be ingested. And by the way, did you just say synthetic organic?
Yeah, synthetic organic compound.
So can we just stop that for a second? How does that work?
I don't know.
How are you? Am I a synthetic organic human?
I don't understand.
Things are synthetic. I don't understand that. So it just sounds like they were.
Organic. It's synthetically organic. I think it's just a roundabout way of saying synthetic.
They add organic to like make me feel comfortable.
They use this shit
dude.
to make fucking mascara, dude, and then you drink it in your goddamn Surge. Like something that's topical. You're just putting it in your stomach.
Exactly. I heard that Mountain Dew, by the way, is like the worst thing you can have now. Like it is the one that like destroys you. You know, that's just what I heard.
So I don't know. They say that this isn't cancer causing. I don't know. They've done long-term animal studies for blue 1, red 40, yellow 5, and yellow 6 and found no evidence of cancer causing effects.
Okay.
So I don't know what you have against these.
How much sugar was in Surge, B, by the way? Sorry.
How
much in a serving? Because
ingredients. Surge, how much sugar? Let's just search that. How much sugar? I'm gonna say 35 grams.
Oh wow! I'll say 23 per serving. No, 25.
Surge nutrition facts: 41 grams of sugar in a 12-ounce can.
Oh my God! Do you guys know what? And I'm not going to agree most of the time with the standard, but I Googled also how much sugar should we have? Do you know how many grams of sugar you're supposed to have as an adult every day? I've got 2 separate sources.
3.
3 grams? No,
20
more because you
20.
All right, so you go with 20. Tyler, what do you go with? What the recommended?
15.
Adults should have no more than 30 grams of sugar a day. That's from NHS in the UK, and obviously heart.org, I'm going to guess, is from good old, yes, it is, America, because they're recommending that you can have 36. So, yeah. And a surge takes you over. And how many surges do you think people would would have. How many Cokes? How many? We're crushing it, dude. We're just crushing.
I know. Drinking Coke is like, I feel so bad every time I do it, but it tastes so good. It's like cigarettes.
Well, you're addicted.
It's like cigarettes.
Yeah. It's sugar addiction is real, dude. That's the only withdrawal I've ever gone through in my entire life. I was like 13, I was like a guy trying to get over a terrible addiction. I felt cravings. That's it. Where's my Coke?
I'm looking up the Four Loko ingredients.
Okay.
1 can of Four Loko had the amount of alcohol is 6 beers and 6 cups of coffee for caffeine.
Oh God!
Let me look up how much sugar. This one's not showing me.
The sugar is probably the least
probably
of the worries now.
How much?
How many people?
6 beers and 5 cups of coffee in one drink. You're murdering yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up how many deaths it's for.
It was an absurd amount.
Oh, people were dying, huh?
Oh, that's why I got banned.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, there's absolutely no way you can't have 6 beers and 5 cups of coffee.
60 grams of sugar.
It's a double surge. This dude should be in jail.
60 calories.
Are they in jail? Are they in jail? Somebody's got to go to jail for that.
Still around. They just took the caffeine out of it.
Oh, bro, that's 60 grams of sugar, 5 beers.
Sugar, 5 beers, 5 cups of coffee.
Come on. And people are having how many of those? Yeah, let's go.
Like 2 would be a challenge.
Oh my God.
Dude, there's no way. If I did those, I would be hungover for 10 days. 10 days. Dude.
I hate to say it. In college, I shotgunned one for a challenge.
Oh my God.
It's making me nauseous, right?
It was. I don't really remember much after that because we were drinking before, but I successfully. I didn't even shotgun it. I went into the shower with like a shirt off because I didn't think it was gonna work, and it was one of the lemonade ones, and I just put it back and just.
Did you throw it up?
No, I actually held that down. College has a weird drinking culture.
In the U.S., you mean?
In the U.S., yeah. Yes, it's like everything's a challenge, and it's just.
It is like the movies.
It is. Even if you're not even at one of the bigger schools, it's very similar to movies, just smaller scale.
Yeah. That's probably the one thing when people over here and they ask or they see they're like college and they're girls and all the whole thing. That's probably one of the one things where I'm like, yeah, that's pretty accurate. They're like, does everybody have a gun? No, not everybody has a gun. You're not going to see a gun every day, and it's not like that. But college, those depictions, pretty close.
People, I can't. How many? What percentage of students do you think who has 8 a.m. show up drunk to their 8 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
People come in of alcohol in the mornings. I'm not gonna lie. I drink quite a bit my junior and senior year of college. What else are you gonna do? You're just on a freaking campus and there's nothing to do. You play soccer, you go back, you do your freaking homework, and then everyone's just sitting around in Baldwin City, Kansas. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, just hanging out. I mean, I guess kind of. Yeah.
The problem is there's always someone who hits you up or someone who always wants to. If you there's always someone who's like, hey, you want to come hang out tonight? You want to come drink? You want to do this? And then, I'm not doing anything tonight. Yeah, it sounds like fun. It's might as well.
I would always because I didn't drink at all. I would always disappear from. I wanted to hang out. I would always hang out at parties and do all that stuff. But then as soon as they would shotgun their Four Loko and once they'd be gone, they would turn around and I'd be gone. I would just leave. I'm like, all right, I've had enough of this. I'm good because I'm not drinking. So
drunk people when you're sober are the worst.
Yeah. I was just like, all right, that's fine. I'm good to go.
I was notorious.
I don't think I could.
I would just leave like that too. I would just get my car and I would or I'd just walk home. And they'd be like, where did he go? I was sad getting out of
No. I don't. Yeah. I mean, there are some guys that also I know, and not just at my school, but they would even show up to. How do you show up to training drunk?
I don't know.
How do you play drunk?
I've showed up to training drunk one time. And
Terrible decision.
it wasn't my decision. The club was our team was throwing like a party. They rented out like some of the seniors on the team
Right.
in college rented out this warehouse, and they had this huge like they had a DJ come. They had this huge party and everything.
Sick.
And I was already really drunk by 11, and my goalkeeping coach texted me at like 11:30, like, "Hey, like training tomorrow, like 7 a.m. just goalkeepers."
Wow.
And I saw it, and I was already drunk. I was like, "Fuck it," and like I like
Yeah, you just
put
kept
my phone
going.
pocket. I was like, "I'm gonna keep drinking." I didn't go to. I went to sleep from like 5 to 6.
Oh my
And
god.
it was one of my better trainings. I was still hammered while we were doing it, and it was more of a conditioning thing of just diving back and forth. And I was just,
How long did you sleep after that training though?
oh, I was gone. I was gone.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
remember like our goalkeeper, like he was like, oh, like he's like, oh, great session. Like he actually like he's like, oh, great session. I was like, oh, yeah. But I would
a training you had with the Chicago Fire when you guys all.
I told you about that, did I? Yeah. That's the same thing, dude. One time, Tyler, we went out. Like all of the young guys lived in the same new apartment complex building.
Mhm.
And so like it's like, 8 guys between 18 and 25. And one of the guys was dating a girl at a bar, and the bar obviously loved to have professional athletes in the place. And like I had to like walk in when it's at the front, and I'm not 21. I don't know if I was 19 or 20, but like they're just like, oh, it's like it's gonna be fine. It's fine. So you get up to there, and that's the funny thing. It's always fine. They get up, hey, what's up? It's I don't know, pick a player. They know I'm Chicago. Yeah, it's cool. Everybody comes in. I mean, clearly didn't look 21. Neither did all the other guys who were under 21, but they didn't give a shit. We drank, and everybody drank a lot. I mean, a lot. We did not. And the way it worked is you have to drive out to training. Training is an hour away because it's an hour outside of the city.
Ugh.
We all lived in the city.
Ugh.
Everybody drank. Got there. We got back home at, like you, Tyler, 6. Got to be. Everybody goes to sleep for about an hour and a half. It's the worst sleep ever. Those are the worst sleeps ever.
Oh, you're
like,
just.
I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I'm going to wake up and just be miserable and have to like struggle against inertia to try and get out of bed.
Yeah.
So we did it. We head all the way out to the training complex. Everybody's drunk. Everybody's drunk. And this is one of the trainings where it wasn't, because it was, if I remember right, after a game, and we all didn't play. Like it was a young, but we had to go train.
I hate that.
And so it was like, and it was all the young guys, who were still trying to break their way into the team, all this stuff. I can remember the coach. We got this, and the Tyler, the training was buzzing. Boom, boom. It was Madrid level, like keep away, and like everybody was buzzing. And he just like gave this speech. He stopped and he goes, I want to thank all you guys first off for coming out here and just say, if we put in the effort and we train like we are training today throughout the rest of the season, we're gonna have like great. Like he was just like praising everybody for and everybody was great.
Those, I swear, after like a heavy night of drinking, like those are like consistently my best sessions. That's how I got invited.
I have a theory on it.
That's how I got invited to DC's first team training. I was coaching with some kids with another guy where we were just, it was like this after school program. It's not real coaching. It's more like babysitting. And it was our last session that we were doing together after like 2 months. And we said on our last session, we're going to go out to the bar. We're going to drink some whatever. So we went to a bar by my house and their taps weren't working for happy hour. So they said, all right, well, none of the taps are working, but we'll give you the Voodoo Ranger, which is like 8% beer for the happy hour prices. So we were just drinking there from like 6 to 10. Just slamming these like 8% beers. And I get a call from the goalkeeper coach from DC's U23. He's like, hey, Tyler, one of the keepers backed out. Like, can you play tomorrow? Tomorrow morning against the first team. I was like, yeah, it's fine. Like, yeah, I'll be there. And the game was at like 9. and I just went home. I was so drunk. I was just in the shower for like 20 minutes, just trying to drink as much water as I could. I felt like I was going to throw up on the way to the game.
You should
get to the game and then just ball out for the 45 minutes I played, and then get invited to the first team. And I swear, it's consistently those weird times are where.
I have a theory on it. And I think it has something to do with the fact that when you drink, you also, and I'm probably going to butcher the part of the brain, but your prefrontal cortex, I believe, is one of the first areas. The thing that allows guys to go talk to girls, do things that are less inhibitions to whatever the case. I think it affects you when you play, because when you play in all positions, you're a little conservative in what you're trying to do. Hey, I'm not going to try this. Hey, I'm not going to do that. Well, that goes out the window when you drink. And regardless of if you are in the peak of your drunk hours, it's still affecting your brain. And I think I don't know, for me, it's like, I wouldn't try the snake here. Why not? Let me just throw it. Who cares? See what happens. That's drunk mentality, right? What'll happen? Let me go for the nutmeg,
Interesting.
And it works.
That's really interesting. I mean, I can see that for sure, because obviously it affects my mood. I don't drink that often because I get severely depressed after I drink. Like I'll feel horrible for like the next day, and then like I'll finally get rehydrated and I'll be back to normal.
Yeah,
that's like a real thing though. There's it's like a chemical imbalance after you drink where it'll make you feel, even if I'm sure like everyone has that, where you go hang out with some people, like you drink some, you get drunk, and then the next morning like, oh my god, what did I say? Like even though you didn't say, you feel guilty just about, I guess that's the best word. You just feel guilty for something, and then of course everyone else is drunk, no one's paying attention. You can't remember a single thing anybody else said, and they can't remember what you're saying, and you still feel guilty about.
I never had that as much because I didn't drink enough to get. I've never passed out. I've never thrown up from that. And by the time because I didn't drink, I didn't drink a whole lot at all. By the time I learned that when I was out to like have a social drink and figure out if I wanted to be that, I'd already had a strategy around it. So I would drink. I figured out because I didn't want to have a hangover. Like it's not fun.
No,
and it's not fun to sleep the whole rest of the day after you go to training. When it's not good, like you don't feel good. You're like, you go to training. That's the one thing you've done. You got to wake up. You wake up at 6. It's night outside, and you got to eat some food, and then go back to. It's terrible. It's not good. Yeah. And so I had figured out through a little bit of research that the best way to drink, if you're going to drink clear, you need less impurities. Part of the things that cause hangovers are the impurities within alcohol. Mm-hmm. So clear. Let's drink. I would drink hard liquor, vodka specifically, and high end, less impurities, and then I would down water like no other.
Water.
And water is it will save you.
You can drink whatever you want if you just drink. Like I'll do that when I like drink here with like the guys. If I drink 3 beers and I'm drowning a half liter of water, and it's insane how much it just
flushes your system.
Yeah. You'll be drunk. No, you'll be the exact same drunk, but the next morning I swear, like if you really focus on drinking water while you're drinking, and then ideally, like I like to take a shower right before bed, and you just sit under the hose and just drink as much from the shower.
He's at an Outback.
You know what I'm talking about, Remy.
I know what you mean. Yeah. You just like sit there and just like hold it and just drink.
Just
this man's on his backyard drunk.
It's these stupid European showers.
Yeah, I agree. I know exactly what you mean.
I do hate the European style where they like to stay out till 5 a.m.
Yeah, no. I don't. Yeah, we do have. Wait, before I need to add something to the strategy in case someone's they're not taking. They've missed one other thing. You talked about Pedialyte, which would be a good thing definitely to have after you've done drinking.
Yeah, that's like last night.
After you're done, you need to replenish that. But what I would do is I would set out and I'd have vitamins. I'd have a multivitamin, all the things that I was flushing out because you're also drinking tons of water. Not only that, when you start drinking alcohol, your body starts to pee. You do pee like crazy, B. you pee like a crazy person while you're up, but it's worth it.
The whole night. Like I can literally, if I drink like 4 or 5 beers, I can not pee like for 3 hours and like just go. Yeah, like I can do, but like my issue is I'm not drinking enough water, and I've never drank enough water ever.
You drink too much when you start like actually putting in a ton of consistently knowing just to put in water rounds even when you're drunk and you're just. I swear if I'm near like a sink or something and I'm just gonna grab a glass, grab a
water,
drink of water, and just toss it to the side and just.
I just don't drink anymore that much, dude. It messes up my stomach so bad.
Yeah, neither do I. That's smart though. I mean, it's in moderation.
I like drinking. It's fun to like for all of us to be out and Manchester or Blackpool or whatever, and knock back some drinks and all have fun together. But like I consistently feel horrible the next day, like physically and mentally.
Yeah. It's never been appealing to me. Truly, I can understand I get it. I've been drunk. It's fun. It's just not my thing. Because to alter your consciousness, well, what it does? It's altering your state of being, and it's not my favorite way to alter my world.
I would assume it's close to meditating, where you just kind of like block everything out, and you're just kind of
exactly, dude. When you do, because that's the thing. It's meditating is harder.
Yeah, it takes no practice to drink.
It takes practice, and drinking is so easy. So I mean, I get it, but the reward, dude. There's some when you get into meditation, and I'm not good by any means, like to some guru or something like that, but I've done enough where I can say when you get in good and like you have loss of time and like you're just sitting here and nothing matters. Nothing. A nuke could go off right next to me and I'd be like, well, end of Earth. And I would just come back over here and just be like, well, and you're just chill. It's something that you can't get exactly from, something. You can get it from maybe, mind altering drugs, shrooms, like stuff like that. But we don't have a perfect pill to like give to people out that wouldn't affect you, because you can't take any LSD, all the rest of those things, and like go drive a car.
Yeah.
You can meditate first and then go drive your car.
Yeah.
So.
Or can you?
Meditating.
YouTuber meditates impaired, kills village impaired on drunk meditating.
I'm sure it'd be an easy fix, but what gets me with meditating is just sitting in that position with no back support. In my lower back,
use a back support.
Lay down. Can you lay down and meditate?
Yes, but don't do it. Don't do it. So if you lay facing, however you sleep, do it opposite side, or
like lay
on the floor, or do a couch, or
face against the ground. The opposite of how I sleep on my back, so I just lay on your face.
Lay on your face.
I sleep on my back too. So you would lie just stomach down?
No, opposite side. So literally you would say, because part of the thing in meditation is you have a habit when you go to sleep. We all have habits. And when you go to sleep, you have a habit that you probably don't even think about. You do this, you turn this way. If we watched you over the course of a year, you'd probably do similar things. So if you're going to lay down and meditate, what you need to do is not be in that habit. So put your head on the opposite side, open your, door, open this, or whatever. You need to change that pattern if you want to try and meditate and lie down. Clearly the best would be to sit down, you can do it in a chair. The thing that matters most is that you've got an erect spine, so you could do it in a chair, sit there, put your hands there. You could do B's little whatever he's doing. Make sure, Paulos, we throw him up on the screen right now.
Yeah,
whatever B's doing.
Because like you can't sleep like this. Like you can only meditate like this.
Is it close to meditating? Sometimes I'll take like a 15 power nap where I try to get stuck in between this like half dreamlike,
hypnagogic,
half.
That's
and
called.
I'm not asleep, but I'm almost visually seeing dreams, but I'm not seeing them. And it's like this 15 minutes, and then after 15 minutes, it feels like I just took like a 2-hour nap without being groggy.
Yeah.
Is that kind of close to what it is?
that's similar to some of the later stages. So what meditation, what they will do is they'll actually train themselves, and that's part of lucid dreaming training. So lucid dreaming, obviously becoming aware in a dream, is that you try and hold your awareness. So there's a point, right? So if you start to go to bed right now, there's a point where you lose consciousness, where you're gone. You're awake and you're gone. Well, you can train yourself to slowly, stay aware as you're falling asleep. It's one of the craziest things, because you know what happens first. You'll go, oh, my foot is numb, or I can't feel my foot, and then you'll start to go, it's quiet, like things shut down, and you can watch the whole process go. There's no reason for you to be unconscious. You don't have to. It's a choice. No one ever tells you that it's a choice, because we don't have that in our culture. We don't speak about these things. We don't want to do that. Give me a Four Loko, give me some Surge and some fucking Fruit Loops, and let me live my life. Like, we don't talk about it. But yeah, dude, Tyler, that what you're talking about, what it's described, is called the hypnagogic state. So when you're starting from being awake, you start to slowly fall, and you have these visions and dreams.
They're like 2-3 second dreams. They're like
yes,
pop, 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 and then
it's called the hypnagogic state. So when you go in, if you can catch yourself on your waking up, you can do the same thing, and that's called the hypnopompic state. And so you could do the same thing. So it's pretty nuts what you can do.
For lucid dreaming, I've been having the dumbest dreams recently, where I just wake up and I just feel pissed off that I didn't realize it was a dream.
Oh yeah, isn't that shitty?
Yeah,
really. Yeah,
I have these dumb stress dreams before matches where I can't find my shin. Like, I'm in the locker room and I literally can't find my shin guards. I can't find my jersey. The game's going on for 20 minutes and I'm already supposed to be out there, and the other keeper's playing, and I just can't. It's the most I'll find my shin guards and all of a sudden my cleats are just gone, and I can't. It's the dumbest.
Yes. Fuck. Yeah.
It's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, I have that for college still. I'm still 3 years removed from college, and I still have dreams that I have to finish college algebra, or that I found out I have an exam for a math class, and I have no idea how to do it anymore, and I just wake up stressed out.
So you had test anxiety? Did you have that, or?
Yeah, because I didn't study.
Yeah, I just hated it.
But yeah, was that I don't know. Was that a thing? Was that why you were having those dreams, because you were?
100. I used to have dreams in college that I figure when I'm stressed, I have these dreams where I'm just running from somebody or something, just constantly running. I used to have that in college all the time, which had just be stress from. You always have something you have to finish. You always have something you should be working on. You always have to have. And they really, for the most part, since college, have gone away. And now it really is just before games or something, or a big match. And then I get these weird.
Yeah.
But it's not. In college, it was 4 times a week I'd be having those dreams.
Yeah. Do you guys talk in your sleep?
I don't believe that I do. No, I'm not I sleep like a, you know how I sleep? I sleep like a Egyptian mummy a lot of times.
That's how I
swear to God. I swear to God.
I do the straight arms. I don't cross them. I'm just straight.
Sometimes I cross them, and sometimes I get my hands straight, but a lot of times, I will go like this. And just put my hands in, just
When do you?
I don't move.
When do you take out the SD card? When you lay down, that's
you mean like a robot.
Yeah, and then you when you wake up in the morning, I imagine you just sit up like this, and you just look around.
And you know how it works? Yeah. Well, that's only out of learning how to do lucid dreaming and learning how to do that stuff. That position is perfect because it keeps you erect and aware. Your spine, you're not crouching like this. When you turn to your side, you're going into that deep sleep. It's over.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah.
So no, I sleep on my back.
Any other position other than on my back just fucks up my back.
Could you sleep on your stomach, with your face directly in the pillow,
I swear it compresses your spine. It compresses your lower spine. It just
it's not good.
My girlfriend Maddie has to. She wakes me up sometimes and repositions me because I fall asleep in weird ass positions sometimes.
So how do you sleep normal? How do you start?
I would say that my normal sleep is on my back or then on my side. I'll just move in between those two positions, but sometimes I'll accidentally sleep in my head will be like turned weird, and then like I'll wake up the next day and not be able to move my neck. So that's not good.
Yeah, no, that's horrible. Which
But
is
your
also
dad-
weird.
Your dad had to. Sometimes I'd have to go to his chiropractor in the morning, like almost like emergency type thing, because my neck would be like stuck, and like I'd have to go, and he would have to adjust me and like massage out the knot. Like it's
oh my god.
yeah.
That's my biggest reason for wanting to go to Kansas City. Is just to have your dad just sort out.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's great.
Just fix it. It is truly like, how great is it? Do you know there's a whole thing like online about chiropractors? Like, I guess there are apparently some chiropractors that like cheat people out of, or like they're like snake oil salesmen.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of them. I think it's whatever they need to pass to get whatever license they have is like super low requirements.
Right.
For
Well,
some reason.
that seems.
So you have the guys who know what they're doing, and you have a bunch of people who don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Well,
think
because
that's
yeah,
the
there's, because there's apparently like a whole group, and I learned about this years ago, but like I didn't know. Like they're like chiropractors will steal your money and like take your stuff, and I'm just thinking, why are all the athletes going to chiropractor? Like I never hear about this. What is this?
I think most people in Kansas think they're bullshit.
No,
Yeah.
the athletes go to the good ones.
Yeah, they go to the good ones. That's it. I know that's what's going on. They go to the ones that know how to do stuff. Most of them have athletic backgrounds too, like my dad. Like, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's how great it is to have a chiropractor in your locker room before a game. Just get that. Oh, or when they come in, everybody would go. Every single player, like we had it in Chicago. The chiropractor shows up. There's a line.
Mm-hmm.
Veterans come in first, kick all the rookies out of the way, and then yeah.
Maddie, what was the thing I said in my sleep the other night that was funny?
Oh, I wrote it down.
Yeah, okay.
She wrote it down. It was that
She
scary.
literally takes notes of what I say in my sleep, because I say things, especially if I take melatonin or something. I have like legit conversations. What did I say?
With yourself?
Oh yeah, in my sleep I said, "Watch out for the aliens," and I just went back to sleep. That's all I said.
Holy shit!
Does
In an Italian accent.
work for you?
Say what?
Does melatonin work for you?
Oh yeah, out in 2 seconds.
I tried that in Finland. Fucking nothing.
Well, it's not necessarily, and we can Google this. It's not necessarily supposed to knock you out. I think it's a sleep regulator. So it's one of the things that will help you maintain proper sleep. It's not necessarily a sleep aid. So it gets added into things that you should take when you have jet lag, for instance, or if you're going to travel for quite a while. But it does have benefits for anyone who's taking it. It's not necessarily supposed to knock you out, but it will.
Yeah. I mean, I fall asleep pretty easily in general, but like if I take one of those, I know I'll fall asleep in 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Wow.
Like, just out.
Do you wake up feeling more refreshed?
I wouldn't say that. No, I would say that I wake up and I feel more tired. I just like if I take
people have that. Yeah. People have that.
Benadryl and all that kind of stuff. Like I sleep like a rock, but I don't wake up necessarily like, let's fucking go. Like I don't know. I wake up and I'm like, oh fuck, just sleep a little bit longer. And...
No, I get that with like NyQuil too. Like
I can't take NyQuil, dude. Oh,
you'll be so out. You have the most bizarre dreams, and you wake up 9 hours later, and you didn't wake up once, and you're somehow still just so groggy.
NyQuil makes me feel about as depressed as if I were to drink too much. Like the next day, I'll just be like, fucking Donald Trump, piece of shit.
Wow. So NyQuil does some crazy stuff to people, apparently.
NyQuil gives you the most bizarre dream. Like the dreams are just out of control. You'll have a week. Like you will live a week of life in a dream.
That's nuts. I don't think I've ever taken NyQuil.
Don't do it. It's
so good for planes. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
when
You just get. I always bring that on planes with me because the whole point of a plane ride is to sleep as much as possible and to.
No, the whole point of the fucking planes is that we don't need them and that our society is slacking in that the planes were invented when? When was a plane invented? We checked this, right? Like 1800,
Yeah.
1890, 1910.
The first real plane was like 1904.
Didn't a black guy?
That's-
It was
invent
the
too
Wright
long.
brothers. I swear.
Yeah, the
who
Wright
fact-
brothers.
It was the Wright brothers. Like
Yeah.
1904.
Yeah,
But didn't-
dude, it's too long. That's too
Didn't a
long.
black guy come up with planes before, and the Wright brothers just said they like? Wasn't that a thing?
It was in North
I
Carolina,
don't-
so it's a possibility, but I'm sure the dates are close.
1903.
Ooh.
Wilbur
Okay,
and
that's really close.
Orville
Yeah.
Wright.
Yeah, it was the Wright brothers, right?
When was?
Yeah, they were chilling in Kitty Hawk.
Where's this? So
Kitty
that's North
Hawk.
Carolina.
It's North
I
Carolina.
thought they were.
It's like a beach.
I thought they went up. Okay, so it was on the East Coast over there in North Carolina. I thought they were in like some like
No, it's-
weird small
it's-
farm.
It's like an hour south of Virginia, the border.
Huh. Yeah. Well, the problem is, Tyler, that was invented in 1903. It is 2020. Explain to me why planes have not gotten that much better. They have. Some planes have gotten better. They just don't let us. They don't let us use them. Everybody else gets to use them.
They were smart. It seems like the whole industry just decided, hey, you guys, we're not going to spend any money on innovation. Everyone just stay. We're just keep
Stay
it like
right
this. We'll bring the prices
How
up
is
a
that
bit,
possible?
Put some more seats in. If one
Explain how that's
company-
possible.
If one company just rolled in
Exactly.
and was like, hey,
Hey, our plane will get you there 3 hours faster. They've just made how much more money? Literally, we'll pay. How much more would you pay to get to Europe if it could get you there in 2 hours?
if I had like
Doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. Your club will pay for it. It doesn't matter. Like, how much would people be willing to pay if you could get to Europe instead of in 7 to 9? You could get there in 2 hours or in 90 minutes.
pay like
Watch a game. How much?
50%.
Yeah, minimum.
I wouldn't go double even.
I'd pay between 50 and 75% more.
We need to stop flying. We need to start using ocean tubes, send people places. Just
Your
like,
boy Musk is on.
No, you
He's
see
on some of that shit, right?
ones where they want to send them like into the core of the earth and then use like the gravitational pull to like
Oh,
send
Jesus.
them back.
Oh boy, we're gonna send somebody to get them freaking lava.
They're gonna come back with their whole like all their bones are gonna be stuck in their skull. Just
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be on that first one, and I'm not gonna be on the first flight or space trip out there at the hotel. Richard Branson, you calm your ass down. I'm not going on your hotel.
I know there's
we
also
can't even get roller coasters and water slides down right. Why are we sending people to the core right now of the earth?
I know there's
we
also
literally we have people dying on water slides in Kansas like less than 5 years ago, and then
Yeah,
now
that's a horrible story. By the way,
we're so
he was
scary.
decapitated.
Yeah.
Right.
what's,
That's absolutely just.
Yeah.
what's really gonna sort the planes out is if they can create like mini spaceships where like you shoot them into almost like space and then you can go against the rotation of the earth,
Of course, they have. We have.
drop back
We
down.
have stuff like this. We have. There's just not. It's
We're not
all in
working.
your military spending across the entire. We have stuff that can do this, and I don't understand why it's okay. They must have signed a pact. How is this? How is it not possible? Like, you want to. Why have a huge airline? Like all these airlines, new airlines pop up. They spend the same. They get the same commercial airline jets. Why not just spend, I don't know, 50% less and get a plane that can get me there quicker, and then just charge a bunch more money?
What if the bigger ones just paid off everyone who sets the regulations for that to not approve of?
Oh, there you
It's not
go.
approved
I'm
for any-
sure. There's something going on. It's too long. It's too long. These are the same planes that we were using in the 60s and 70s. It's
We're
the
stuck.
same thing. 60 years. What's going on?
Yeah,
Get me
Kansas
there
City
faster.
just got one of those. What do you call it? The trams. I don't. What's the thing called in KC? The
That-
thing you
yeah.
ride. What's that thing called in like the thing? What is it called?
Tram link.
What the
Tramway.
the Kansas City Tramway?
I don't know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, right? The thing that goes through downtown.
yeah,
Streetcar.
streetcar. That's yeah.
Streetcar. Those are
We
called
just got
trams
one
in
of
Europe.
We just got that. Like, when is Kansas City gonna have a legitimate like way of getting around besides cars?
Yeah. because we don't need it.
Yeah.
Who's gonna fund this? Like everybody, all the people that need to vote for that have a car.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
You know, all the people that
All my
need
tax
to
dollars.
go for that. Yeah. All of the who could help.
They don't have good schools right now. They can't be. Yeah, that's going to always be the argument for that kind of stuff, like expanding the public transportation. It's all going to fall back. Well, the schools need the money, or whatever, which is true. But there's no money to. Nothing gets fixed on the Missouri side.
Yeah.
Well, Tyler has no shirt on the entire time.
Well, I don't have my camera didn't work, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, well,
this is very interesting. There's gonna be there are probably this could possibly. I don't know, I'm gonna throw this in there. We didn't do a recap, but like the short clips of this are going to be pretty golden with Surge and TikTok and stories. What it's just this. These are good.
Yeah,
just a lot of shit happened.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
It is so hot here. I miss AC.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm used to it now after living in Europe for so long.
Well, you're in Sweden. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Also, by the way, June was one of the hottest, kind of like hotter. July was the coldest in 58 years.
Oh my God.
Something like this. Yeah.
It's awful here. It's awful here.
It's been nice here. I mean, even now it's only like low 90s and like 50-60% humidity, so nothing, it's not crazy, it's just like a little hot. But even like the guys here, they're like, don't like my roommate, I'm like, oh, you want to go hit a ball around? He's like, yeah, but we have to go at like 7:30 before it gets hot. Like, oh, come on, like I'm not waking up at like 6 to go fucking kick a soccer ball. Like, let's just go at like 11. It's like, no, it's too hot.
Too hot.
Too hot.
Yeah.
Dude, this isn't that hot. It's hot. It's not that hot.
Is Kansas City doing the whole humidity? What's up there?
Oh God, dude, it's so bad.
DC is crazy.
You walk outside, dude.
DC's been like 98 and like 80% humidity.
It's awful.
Yeah, I wish Europeans don't understand that humidity thing when the sun, like if the sun goes down, it's like cool. Like, oh, it's all right. Like
last night is beautiful, but during the whole day, it was just, you can't breathe.
Yeah.
You walk outside for 5 minutes and you're
scorched.
Yeah, you're drenched. It's not like heat. It's not like, it's just like thick. This is thick.
It's a thing you walk into. Yeah, right? Like you walk into heat. Yeah. That's what you want to explain. Like in Sweden, nah, dude. It's not.
You're running and you're trying, like I was in such good shape, dude, like training in preseason. Like,
right.
Like, because you're literally running and it's just like the thickest air that you're trying to just get into your body. And
no, I wouldn't.
Totally.
I wouldn't even run during that. I remember when I was training for the Oregon State fitness test, I would not run until it was like, I would be running at like 10 o'clock at night. It just, it was not. It wasn't going to happen in August. And
my high school and college coaches said that if you did that, then you were weak. So go out there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and run, or you're weak.
Hot as it could be.
Literally, that's what they told us.
Jesus.
To be fair, I was going to Oregon where it was no humidity and it was not that hot. So I went there. I could run forever there once I got there. It was crazy.
Well, B&T boys, B&T girls.
B&T
what are we calling
girls? The tea party is not
tea party. The bad tea boys, the biscuits and tea bad girls.
Die by the bad tea boys.
What is it? What are you going with?
The bad tea boys.
The bad tea boys. The bad tea girls.
I don't know.
I'll have to tell you guys this story after we get off.
Okay. All right. People, we love you. Bad tea boy, bad tea girl.
Keep it crispy. Keep your biscuits crispy and keep your tea warm. We'll see.
Get us a tea sponsor. If you're still listening to this, please God comment.
Like 5 different companies for tea and then 5 different companies for biscuits. Surprisingly, no response.
Let's get after this. Let's fucking get it.
We need to get in contact with somebody who owns has a shop that sells tea, or they are involved. We need to get
online.
Somebody's
got to be selling some little biscuits online on Instagram.
I figured
tea.
oh my
Some
God, this is the
OBTs.
first time anybody's ever wanted to advertise for us. Yeah, here's a bunch of biscuits. Talk about them.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. How the ads and things we would do for that.
Make our own tea and our own biscuits. That's where I'm at. If they're not going to reach out to us, we're making this amazing content and naming our great logo.
Make our own.
Make our own. Golu tea and Golu biscuits. Fuck off.
God.
Let's do some Golu.
Yeah. Lipton and their stupid website with all their reviews that's Bob in accounting is making. Remember that? That's the greatest tea I've ever had. I can't believe that. It's so tasty. Oh, and have you tried our Surge tea? It's so good. Like, shut up, fucking Bob.
Oh
my God. All right. I'll kill this. Later, people.
See ya.
Bye.